Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the TV star, Phil Brown, to take on a legitimate television star, Spike Dudley.
I would have it the other way around, quite frankly. After all, I've seen Phil Brown on all kinds of TV shows, haven't you?
I have, yes. Yes.
Been on lots of them.
Unfortunately,
saw him on the Speed Channel the other day on Top Gear. He was driving the car around the track. I saw him. He was performing as well as always. He was pretty impressive, just like he throws Spike Dudley to the canvas.
Well, that was an impressive show of strength there by Phil Brown. Those aren't the type of shows I've seen him on. I've seen him on a variety of wrestling programs, but it's not always in the on the winning side of things.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You know, I saw him on the Iron Chef just the other day. I don't know when he got to Japan, but he was over there tasting some of the fine dishes of Masaharu Morimoto, and he gave Masaharu Morimoto a fine score, I'm sure.
I haven't seen that either, unfortunately.
That's because you're a culturally insensitive troglodyte.
What I did just see is I saw Phil Brown with a huge shoulder block taking down Spike Dudley. I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jerry Stephanitsis. This is JD Kenzan sitting with me as well here on the broadcast.
I am always incredibly able to put up with your shenanigans. And let me point out to you something. Spike Dudley is the dumbest man on the planet. He's giving up 100 pounds in that ring. He's giving up 4 inches of height, maybe 5 or 6, to Phil Brown, the TV star, the greatest man on the planet today. Why, if I had a child, Phil Brown could be his godfather. And in fact, whenever I have a child, I will make sure Phil Brown, I'll name him after Phil Brown, in fact. Phil Brown Kenzan. What a name, huh?
That's quite a name. I will say that Spike Dudley is a very seasoned competitor, though, JD, as I'm sure you're well aware. He's wrestled for the WWE, for ECW specifically, is a place where he got his biggest...
He lost all the time there, though. Phil Brown, you know, whenever he goes to those places, he's always a winner. They don't let him be up there because they know he will beat them into oblivion.
As I was stating before, though, JD, I mean, Phil calls himself a television star, but the fact of the matter is every time Phil's on television, he's loses, quite frequently.
What?
It's a fact.
I don't see any of that.
I've
never seen anything that you're talking about, and in fact, I'm pretty sure you're being slanderous right now.
Gorilla Press! Yeah, well, look at the strength of Phil Brown slamming Spike down to the canvas. Now, I will say, some people say that maybe it's the fact that every time Phil ends up on television, I mean, he gets, he basically loses focus, more or less.
No, that doesn't happen. Like, I saw him on one of those interior decorating shows when he was a star coming in to help a poor, impoverished county build a house for him. And he doesn't lose focus there. He builds that house because he's Phil Brown. He's a great craftsman, and he's a TV star, and you're just jealous. That's all it is.
Spike Dudley there showing off his muscles to Phil Brown.
What muscles? I don't see any muscles. All I see is a big bushy beard.
Well, he definitely has that. I know that Phil Brown was showing his a moment ago, so I guess Spike was recording.
Wait, there you go. Right there. Did you buy your tickets?
Buy to what? I'm working.
To the gun show.
Oh, I get it. Because he's flexing his guns.
That's right. He's got the muscles.
Right.
You couldn't have muscles like that even if you had an intense physical training regimen, and even if you pumped yourself right up at the Hess station. I can tell you that much. You'll never, ever be like
what
Phil
station?
Brown. The Hess station. Pump yourself full of gas. You'll never be like Phil Brown.
Phil Brown is calling for a test of strength with Spike Dudley.
Well, this would be comical because Phil Brown, I saw him bench press a car on TV one time.
A car?
On one of those ESPN Tough Man strength classes.
Now you're being ridiculous.
He towed a bus with his teeth. Phil Brown is an incredible man. Even his teeth are strong. His dentist is so proud of him. Never had a cavity. All those pearly whites, they're good for TV. You know nothing about TV. That's why I heard from some smart mark on the streets. You know nothing about TV.
Phil Brown locking into the test of strength. Oh, and a boot to the knee of Spike Dudley here.
Smart planning there by Phil Brown. He had the knuckle lock anyway. He just decided to kick the man in the knee.
That was unnecessary. Yeah, it was unnecessary there. Phil's already got a distinct size and strength advantage over Spike Dudley. Why would you kick the man in the knee on top of that?
Because you can. When you're a TV star, you do whatever you like.
Evidently, Phil tries to do whatever he likes in reference to this. And we should point out Phil Brown, a former multiple-time VCW heavyweight champion.
Kicked him right in the knee again.
He is a great competitor, but as I stated before, when Phil Brown ends up on television, things just don't seem to click for him, unfortunately.
That's not true at all, and I saw him on a music show one time, back when MTV showed music. Let me tell you something. Phil Brown is a heck of a musician, too. Have you ever seen him play the saxophone?
I have not.
He's got soul. but something you don't. He's got rhythm. He's got all sorts of talents that you just did not because you're jealous.
Ooh, Spike Dudley with a headbutt to the midsection there, and he rolls back through, and look at this reverse knuckle lock.
I'm pretty sure that was illegal there. There's no need for that.
Oh, we may have broken Phil Brown's fingers.
Now how will Phil Brown play the baby grand piano?
Here comes Spike Dudley. Look at him. Oh, he's running over Phil Brown in the corner. Phil can't get out of there.
How could he do such a thing? Phil Brown's face is on the cover of magazines. He's a magazine star, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was unaware. As Spike Dudley ramming him face first into the top turnbuckle, snap-marrying Phil Brown down. Oh, Spike Dudley with the boots to the eyes of Phil Brown.
How could he do such a thing to Phil? I don't understand. Just because this guy got lucky for a bunch of times in his career, that doesn't mean he's got to beat up Phil Brown. That's completely unnecessary. He's jealous that Phil Brown's more of a star than he ever was.
Spike Dudley is a huge star. He is a great competitor in professional wrestling, and Spike Dudley is also one of the toughest guys that's ever stepped foot in the ring before, pound for pound. As now, look at this. Phil Brown sends him all the way out to the floor, and Spike crashed into the barricade.
Face first into the rail. You know, Phil Brown, I once saw him on the Late Show with David Letterman, and he did the top 10 list, and he did a great job. It was the top 10 reasons why Phil Brown is better than every single wrestler on the planet today. It's quite a list, I have to tell you.
You must have some very vivid dreams at night.
I don't have vivid dreams. I have this all on my TiVo. I'll be more than glad to show you at some point. You know, I TiVo everything Phil Brown ever does because I know he's that great of a star. I've got a season pass for all things Phil Brown.
Phil with a cover here. 2 count and oh, Spike Dudley kicks out.
It's just a matter of time, let me tell you. All Phil's got to do is just hit him in the testicles and then knock him out. That's all he's got to do, and he will win.
That's illegal.
I don't care.
He'll be disqualified.
You don't know anything about the rules, so shut up. Phil Brown is an incredible competitor, and you're just jealous.
He'll be disqualified if he does that. He'll lose the match.
That would only be because James Patrick is disqualified, that he too will never have Phil Brown's physique.
Well, Phil Brown's got a chin lock here locked on Spike Dudley. He's using his size to his advantage in this position right now, and he's yelling at these fans who are firmly behind Spike Dudley in this match.
I don't understand why. Phil Brown's the biggest star on the planet. You know,
because Spike's a nice person. Because Phil's a jerk.
No,
because Phil's rude to these fans.
Phil is the next great action star. Did you know that he's going to be in movies soon?
Is he?
Yeah.
Has he signed a contract?
Of course.
I'm sure.
Of course. He signed it with Orion Pictures. I know how great those guys are. They turn out great movies like RoboCop 3 and all of those other things. Phil Brown will be a big star.
Spike Dudley is fighting his way back up to his feet as this crowd gets behind him, firing away on Phil a second time, but Phil with a knee cuts him off there, sending Spike off the ropes. So Spike hangs on. Here comes Phil. And now Spike this time sending Phil Brown to the outside. The crowd liked that one. And now
I don't care what the crowd likes.
It looks like Spike Dudley might be going up to the top here. Spike is climbing up onto the top turnbuckle. Phil Brown better turn around. Here he comes. Spike Dudley takes out Phil Brown.
And he took out the ring announcer, it seems. The ring announcer is down.
Everybody down on the outside.
Well, see, the awesomeness of Phil Brown, anytime he gets struck by a jerk, he emits sonic waves that knock over ring announcers, and our security crew has to come and help them up.
Spike sending Phil Brown back into the ring. Cover. This might be a 2 count. And oh, Phil Brown able to kick out there. But the issue being obviously Spike the weight there. I mean, Phil, you know, because he's as strong as he is able to get Spike off him. Spike's really got to wear him down as he dives in with the headbutt there. That might do it. Here he goes. Spike going for the Dudley dog there. Oh, no, but Phil sends him off.
You know, Phil eats steaks bigger than Spike Dudley. Of course he's going to chew this man.
Phil going for the cover. 2 count. No. Oh, Spike Dudley kicks out.
You know, when you're a TV star, you can afford big cups of money.
I would assume so.
Instead of that chopped sirloin that you're so familiar with.
Yes.
That you're eating your gyros or your gyros or however the heck you Greeks pronounce that.
Is that a slur on Greek people?
No, I'm just saying, you guys have crappy meat.
Thanks. As now Phil Brown going for a superplex off the top.
Now if he hits this, it's over. If Phil Brown hits this superplex, Spike Dudley, he can put him in a grave.
Spike's holding on now. He's biting Phil Brown.
He's biting him. He's jealous.
He shoves him off the top. Phil Brown's hitting hard.
He's jealous because...
Here he comes. Double stomp to the gut. He may have broken some ribs on Phil Brown.
No need to do that. You know, Spike Dudley's just jealous because Phil Brown's going to get a big juicy T-bone tonight, and Spike Dudley's going to be stuck eating one of those gyros.
Here he comes. Spike drives him Dudley dog off the ropes. He's got him pinned.
He's got tights. He's biting him again.
No, he doesn't. 3 count. Spike Dudley wins the match, and Phil Brown,
believe it.
Once again, proving what I said at the beginning of the matchup. Phil Brown, unfortunately, just couldn't get the victory there. Now on television here with Spike Dudley, an international star.
I hate you so much. I hope you die in fire.
It's painful being right sometimes.
No, it's just painful sitting next to you. I'm done.